Welcome back to the Revolt Garage. Tons of new stuff coming up. We got rid of a lot of the builds, finally finished them up. The Simple Green car is back at the client. They are tickled pink. We just electrified Expo with it. Lots of people love that vehicle. Tim Allen's car came back for a little bit of an upgrade. Just got her out of here. Now she's at upholstery, so we'll have a finished car here pretty quick. Rex over at Rex Upholstery is finishing up for us and Tim. Mustang. I know you guys have been asking a lot of questions about the sequential gearbox and everything else. We've been testing it in this car. Unfortunately, I broke stuff. And it wasn't the gearbox that broke. It was other parts of the car. We're going to tear into that next week. This is what happens when you do R&D, is you're going to break things. That was completely my fault. I was doing something with it that I probably shouldn't have. I'm shifting it pretty hard at some pretty high speeds. And I think I sheared the shaft right off the motor. But once again, we turn into that, take a look at how we could prevent that from happening in the future. So he's going back up on the rack. We'll get that removed next week. Take a look at what we broke, fix it, put it all together, and get this car back on the road. Speaking of cars on the road, a really good friend of ours, Anthony Valentino, is building a beautiful Corvette over at AVS Fabrication. This thing is stunning. It's kind of like, I would say, the counterpart of this car, but a Corvette. Bunch of new stuff coming out too. Our focus mainly here is products, and we did a lot of builds, a lot of cars. We're going back to focusing on products again. We have a brand new BMS coming out. That's going to be huge this year. We're testing that right now. So what we're trying to do is a full plug and play application for installers. We have a lot of projects that we're doing some other people, you know, maybe there's a hint behind me. I can't really talk about that yet, but we have just a ton of cool stuff this year. We have a 1936 Ford pickup truck that we're going to be doing that is going to be a monster, about 1,200 horsepower. So you guys will take a look at that here in the next few weeks, few months as that project builds. But we can't wait to get started on some of these new things. Once again, going back to products, development, the builds that are going to be coming into the shop are going to truly just be 100% our stuff, because we want to showcase our products, test our products, and provide those for you guys to make installation as easy as possible. Let's go take a look at Anthony's car. We're back at AVS Fabrication. Let's go check in on the Corvette. This is an actual hot rod shop. These guys build the most fantastic cars. I don't care who you are. I would say, hands down, AVS Fabrication is probably the premier hot rod shop, if not all of California, at least Southern California, or probably the United States. These guys build just mind-blowing stuff. And it goes on and on and on. They got paint booths, they got full fabrications. They have a laser that could cut through like 1-inch steel like that. So that's where we get all our stuff cut. You guys need anything? Check out AVF Fabrication. I'll cut all your metal as well. So now it's time to reassemble this motor. We just got it painted over here at AVS. Dave did a beautiful job. These things look so much nicer with a coat of paint on them. So we got our inverter over here. This takes DC and turns it into AC. Basically the carburetor for electric motor. We got our housing where the inverter lives. Keeps all the elements off of the sensitive electronics. We also have our torque box by Torque Trends. This is a 1.9 to 1 reduction box. So basically all the output shaft goes into here, and then a yoke comes at the other end reduced. More torque, and it manages those high RPMs much better. These motors turn about 17,000 RPM. You don't need that on the street. So while we take down the RPM, we're boosting our torque. Then we have our inverter mount. This is going to go on next. We got our brand new gasket cut at the office. We got a nice little laser that does that for us. And once we put Humpty Dumpty back together again, we'll put him back in the car and hopefully get this build underway. So here's the chassis off the Corvette. This is one of their assembly rooms. This is where Dean spends a lot of time putting everything meticulously together. I mean, this thing's beautiful. Everything's been painted already. Chassis has been powder coated. Got a 4 9-inch in the rear of it. All the four links have been sprayed a certain color. They also had us take apart the motor so they could paint the motor to match all the little parts inside the frame. I mean, everywhere you look, there's just so much detail that they do here at AVS. I mean, from the ARP bolts and studs, they're always stainless and polished. The little tiny things, they had all the roll bars chrome for this car because that's what Anthony wanted him to kind of put together. I mean, check this out too. Hand painted. This is something Al and his dad have been doing for a very, very, very long time, is painting drive shafts. They're not the first ones to do it, but they've been doing it for forever. And look how beautiful that looks. Good old glory right there. So Josh and I finished putting the motor back together today. So this is basically, we had it all torn apart because we had to remove the stator and the motor itself to be painted. So they don't usually come this color. They're usually just raw aluminum. But we've had a couple clients like Tim Allen and Anthony that wanted their motors painted. So we went ahead and had Al take care of that. But it did require us to basically do a full disassembly of the motor to get to that part because they wanted to contrast this with all the billet work. So it looks really, really cool. Actually, the more I see these things painted, the more I like them this way. So that's an option. If you guys order a motor from us and you want it painted, we'll do any colors you guys want. It looks really cool. So let's get this thing installed.
That's it? It's in?
It's in.
That's it.
That didn't take long. It's the haircut that did.
Gotcha. Yeah. Like that.
Yeah. You're our very own fryer here.
Yeah. You trim this thing back down, polish it up like that gas.
It's got that two-tone look, just then.
All right.
Yeah.
Cool. My pleasure. Well, there you have it. That was probably one of the easiest installs we've ever done because there's no body on this. Dropped right in. It's kind of cool to be, you know, a part of a customer's build, even though we're not building the car, but we're able to kind of come in and do a couple little things here and there. Beautiful build. Can't wait to see it running. Like, subscribe, leave your comments down below. And this car will be ready for SEMA 2025. So check it out then. See you guys later.